We needed fresh water.
Full blast is fine.
Oh boy.
So that's a dead end.
All right, wish me luck that this doesn't spill everywhere. DEF is available at all auto zones throughout Mexico.
That's good to know because I haven't seen it at the pump anywhere.
No, it's not at the pump, but every auto zone in Mexico carries DEF. That'll come in handy later.
So we are leaving our first campground in the town of Matahuala today, which is kind of bittersweet. It was a great first stop. There was a Walmart across the street. It was a good place to kind of get our bearings and catch up on rest, and then of course visit Real de Catorce. But now we are heading to the jungle. We won't need those winter clothes anymore. It's supposed to be in the 80s this weekend. So we all just filled up gas and we're about to hit the road. So we're pulled over right now, and Howard, Liz, and Thomas went to go talk to them because we just went through a toll. We gave them 500 pesos. The charge should have been 380 pesos. They only gave us 20 back, so we're 100 short. So we'll see what they come back with. The receipt does not show that we gave them 500 pesos, so it's our word against his at this point. Hopefully it was just a misunderstanding, and we'll see what happens.
As soon as we went up there, he realized that he had not totaled this up correctly. See, they have to run two separate tickets, one for the RV, one for the car, the CRV, and he just added the numbers incorrectly, so he gave us change of 20. He actually was supposed to give us 120 back. That's all. Thomas did a great job explaining out exactly what had happened in very, very basic, minimal Spanish. So anybody can do it. Don't feel intimidated. When you know that you're right, just calmly and as easily as possible explain the situation.
This will do.
This is worth it.
Wait, so it's gonna be straight up, like, oh boy. What's this?
What is that?
He's been talking about this since Texas. And I said, oh, Nacolada.
I'm sure you cheers to that. Gracias.
We needed fresh water, and I found a location that is an ice manufacturer in town. They are willing to sell us water by the liter. The challenge, though, is they don't have a meter on their water because normally they fill by the jug. So you can see the jug and they understand. But our tanks are on board. We can't see how full it is or how much they're actually filling. So we have a hose hooked up right now to the gravity fill on Thomas and Stacy's camper. And on trust, they agreed that the maximum capacity of that tank is 58 gallons. So they're charging us for filling it all the way up because their tank is almost empty. Again, on trust, they're allowing us to only fill ours 2/3 because we already had 1/3 of fresh water. The advantage of doing it this way is that means that we can continue to drink water from the tap because this is purified water, which is suitable and safe for drinking.
Full blast is fine.
Oh.
Yo quiero pollo en para. Entera.
Pollo entero, sí.
Por favor. Gracias.
So, Kaylin, what are you ordering?
A whole chicken. The tortillas are incredibly fresh. Like, the best tortillas.
So we just picked up a whole chicken with veggies and tortillas for $6. So this is going to be our dinner tonight, and it smells amazing. Cannot wait.
Fresh chicken in hand, we hurried back home, but of course we took the scenic route, as in the tightest route. But everything seemed okay.
Whoa.
Okay, we got our little potato. We got our little onion. And it's all on this rack. And then we're gonna heat it up in our convection oven. Good and crispy. So we were making our chicken in our convection oven, and it smelled delicious. The microwave stopped, and our electric lights went out. And so now we're right now on our battery lights. I checked the box outside, and it's showing a red for neutral, and the lights are out in the campground. So maybe it's a brownout? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
All right, we did finish heating the chicken up, and it has onions and peppers, and some tortillas, some salsa. What's the verdict?
Delicious. the marinade or whatever this guy puts on there before he puts it on the flame grill is awesome. It's salty, a little bit sweet and tangy, and he even includes a bag of sauce. So it's
Spicy.
Bago hot sauce.
And the onions he put in foil and grilled them, and they're delicious. So.
His name is Outage.
You guys want me to take a picture of him?
So we took an hour bus ride out into the mountains, and we are suited up now and getting ready to hop on a canoe, paddle out to a waterfall that's supposed to be one of the most beautiful in the world. It's called the Tamul Waterfall.
Juntos, todos parejos, ¿ok?
We have to work together. We have to paddle together.
Viento. Remos arriba, chicos.
So beautiful.
Were they?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There's rocks in the way of where you should go.
Wait on me.
We opted for the full day excursion, and we got to hang out at the base of the falls past where all the other groups were. We even got a homemade lunch and got to swim in a cave. that because it stopped.
Best recent day ever.
We are swimming in a cave right now. 1, 2, 3. The next morning, we took an hour-and-a-half drive out to the town of Xilitla, where there's a very unique art installation that was created by a man named Edward James. This is amazing. Edward James was born in Scotland in 1907. He traveled to Mexico in 1944 to visit a friend. That's when he met Plutarco Llamazares in a telegraph office, and the two ultimately became partners in constructing this magnificent sculpture garden.
The structures are super cool, and it's like mixed media. There's a lot of concrete, rebar, found materials. So interesting. This looks like something straight out of Indiana Jones.
So when Edward and Plutarco were exploring this area, they took a swim in a nearby river. That's when a cloud of butterflies swarmed them, creating lots of color and movement. Edward took this as a magic omen that he needed to create a Garden of Eden to protect his enormous orchid collection and exotic wildlife that lived in this area. So between 1947 and 1949, he started buying parcels of land. He built a horticulture garden to protect his orchids, but then one year a massive snowfall destroyed them. That's when he decided to build the stone Garden of Eden, because that way it would last forever.
Like a little fireplace cubby.
Whew. Hiking on a bajillion stone steps in the jungle is no joke. We're also in a mountain, so the altitude comes into effect too.
Nope. Also dead end. What is it?
These steps go nowhere if you go up those.
Oh. So that's a dead end. To the right. It's the bathrooms. Somehow we ended up on a dead end. The map is not so bueno.
No. But that's what's kind of cool, is that there are all these meandering stone pathways. You don't really know where they lead or how to get out of them, so we're backtracking right now.
I think it's meant to be meandering and exploration as opposed to a structured tour. You go from point A to point B. You keep finding these little spots and structures blended in with the jungle.
After working up quite the appetite getting lost in Las Posas, we headed into the town of Xilitla, where Google took us up and down some pretty interesting roads.
But this was our first colonial town, so it was really exciting to explore the churches and the really tight streets.
Because I just ordered my entire meal in Spanish. I did it with confidence, and he understood and even asked us questions, and we understood. So we're improving our Espanol, and it feels really good.
Because we misunderstood. This was only 96 cents, and so I thought it would be a small cheese quesadilla, but it wasn't. It's actually got avocado and tomatoes, and then so we got sandwiches on top of it. This whole thing was $9.86. This whole thing. Drinks and everything. Drinks and everything.
Next week, we travel from the jungle to the mountains of Guanajuato.
And the adventures of the RV Amigos continue. Remember, Mexico Mondays, every Monday at 6 p.m. with our friends Eat CRV, and I'm not lost, I'm RVing. Thanks for watching.